in a nation where some people have sat down to craft a document, which I initially said, oh, this is just stupidity on steroids. Agyapadie document. And then I have looked closely over 3.5 years, and I have seen everything they have stated in that document happening.
A fabricated document is being peddled around by operatives of the opposition as evidence of a grand scheme by my party to annex the state, the assets of the state.
The document called Agyapadie, they said it's fabricated. But even if it's fabricated, the implementation is not fabricated. Everything that is written in that document has been implemented.
To God be the glory for these great things He have done. I'm certain that He who began the good work will continue until it is finally finished. The greater things I believe He will do. And let us all gather the harvest with joy.
Somewhere between 2019 and 2021, a book appeared online. This wasn't just any book. It was a book so strange, so unsettling that it defied belief. It was a blueprint for something unimaginable: political, economic, and social domination of Ghana, for consolidating power, controlling wealth, and undermining democratic governance.
Currently, with Nana in total control of the whole entity of Ghana, we have a duty to ensure that we take over the commanding heights of the essential fabric of the country, in order that even in the event that Nana leaves the scene after the mandatory 8 years, the sons and daughters of Ochiman would be firmly secured and such control, both financially and economically, that we can no longer be ignored in the battle to control the destiny of Ghana.
It read like the schematics of a criminal syndicate, echoing the infamous strategies of New York's notorious mafia families. But this was no distant crime syndicate. It was allegedly orchestrated by a notorious local entity, the Achim Mafia.
Nobody should ever say that there's something called Achim Mafia, because if you remove the role of the Achim people from the history of this country, you won't have a history.
The book's title, Agyapadie, translates to inheritance. But in the corridors of power, it is known as Agyapadie, a good father's property. This reference hints at a familiar takeover, enforcing the idea that this plan wasn't just about politics, it was about legacy. In 2020, under the stewardship of Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta, a member of the Achim Ebuakwa royal family and a rumored beneficiary of this sinister plan, the Agyapa royalties deal was unveiled.
We are really excited about the listing of Agyapa in London by the end of the year. It creates the first royalty company of that nature in Africa.
The deal was designed to monetize Ghana's future gold royalties through a special purpose vehicle named Agyapa Royalties Limited. The government planned to raise about $500 million by selling a portion of future mineral royalties from 48 mining leases. But this grand scheme was more than a financial maneuver. It was a power play. On page 9 of the Agyapadie book, a chilling strategy unfolds. It allegedly reveals plans for Nana Asante-Bediato, a cousin of the president, and another purported member of this mafia family, to infiltrate Ghana's extractive sector. The blueprint suggests a calculated takeover, with shares being acquired through allies at the New York and Ghana Stock Exchange. The transaction advisors for this deal include Imara Holdings Limited, Databank Financial Services, owned by Kenoforiata, Africa Legal Associates, provided legal services, owned by Gabi Oche Daka, the president's nephew, White & Case LLP, International Legal Counsel, represented in Ghana by Bella, with Asankuma, a former anti-corruption advocate, now silent.
We are making a joke of our laws and saying we are fighting corruption. Can we have a consolidated bribery and corruption act which makes corruption a more serious offense and the punishment more painful? When that day of flames comes, your education, your riches, and your privilege will become synonymous with corruption.
Civil society organizations, including the Africa Center for Energy Policy and Imani Africa, fiercely opposed the deal, criticizing its lack of transparency.
To suspend the implementation of the Mineral Income Investment Fund Act until all documents relating to the establishment of the special purpose vehicle and its beneficial owners have been disclosed.
Yet, according to the Agyapadie book, there were no foreign entities involved, just a powerful local family manipulating the system.
There is a gold, there is a money in Ghana. What you say? But I can say how we are packaging it. So
minority is saying that the 1 billion that is being offered because the Agyapa people have an investor in mind.
The deal collapsed, but Ghana lost over $12 million.
How much have you spent so far in relation to Agyapa?
It should be around 12 million. $12 million. $12 million, right? $12 million.
Okay.
Yes.
The book suggests this was just a taste of the true cost of the Agyapadie conspiracy. Is this just a book, a wild conspiracy, or a calculated plan to strip Ghana of its future? The choice to believe or disbelieve is yours.